Hi, it's Stacy from Families with Grace, and today I am talking about the grumbles and lessons that I've learned from listening to my kids complain about cleaning. All right, so I learned a lot of things from my kids, like dinosaur facts I never knew and stories of Greek gods that I'd forgotten. I learned things like trash cans lined with plastic bags come in handy when they're sick. And I learned things about myself, like how little sleep I actually can function on and how much love is in my heart. And I also learned more about my relationship with God. In my head, I know the Bible tells us that God's love for us is so tremendous and more than any of us can fathom. And I believe that, but since I truly can't fathom it, I think it must be close to what I feel for my children. Sometimes my kids' behavior shows me how I must look to God. So one of the chores that my kids have is to clean their bathroom. And when we moved into our new house last April, they got their own bathroom to share. So I gave them the chore of cleaning it. I showed them exactly how to do it. I've given them follow-up lessons and I've set reasonable expectations. Their weekly chores are cleaning the sink, emptying the trash, restocking the toilet paper, and cleaning the toilet. Sometimes they also clean the mirror. I take care of the floors and the shower or tub. So it's pretty straightforward. When we were first getting started with the cleaning, they didn't mind it so much, and they set out with the idea that they would rotate the chores so that one person wasn't stuck doing the same job each time. They had a good attitude about it. But as time went on, and they were putting those cleaning lessons into practice, I started hearing some bickering and some grumbling. They'd bicker about who was doing what chore, and they'd grumble about having to clean the bathroom instead of play. As I was listening to them grumble and grouse a few weeks ago, I felt God prick my heart. Sometimes when He gives me chores or tasks or purpose, I set forth, but with a crummy attitude. I grouse and I grumble, I huff and I roll my eyes. Parenthood itself is a prime example of this. God has blessed me with these two beautiful children and trusted their care to me. However, many times I have grumbled and complained, even just internally, about all the work involved in taking care of tiny humans. How many times have I felt angry about it even? So many times. I'm so far from perfect, and I know that sometimes I whine and carry on just like a child. Just as I don't stop loving my kids when they grumble about doing a chore, God also doesn't stop loving me. I know they're learning good lessons. They're learning responsibility. They're learning how to clean a bathroom, which will be a great skill for them to have once they're older and have their own place. They're learning to work together, even though sometimes it's a rocky partnership. I can tick off all these reasons in my head. I can even tell them to my children, and I have mentioned a couple of them, but they don't understand what I mean. They're 6 and 9. They don't have enough life experience to appreciate these kinds of lessons. All of that sounds just like God and me. Each time I face a trial or have a task He's brought me to, I'm learning lessons. I may grumble and not see the lesson, but He knows it all along and uses it for my best. I don't have the life experience and heavenly perspective to fully understand what's happening, and that's what I have to remember when I'm grumbling and grousing. This past weekend, my kids taught me another lesson with the same scenario. I was cleaning my bathroom while they were cleaning theirs, and I could hear my son start singing while they were cleaning. He did a short rendition of Go Tell It on the Mountain. Within a couple of minutes, both kids were singing together for a few different songs, including Count on Me by Bruno Mars, which is a song my daughter's learning in music class at school. So I smiled at their cuteness, of course, because they were adorable. And what a difference in attitude just singing some songs made. What a difference music makes. I've shared before how much music ministers to my soul. And this reminded me that if I have the right song in my heart, my tasks and trials are easier to face. If I'm listening to music that reminds me to keep my focus on God, everything goes better and my grousing and grumbling die down. Then, of course, the song they switched to spoke to me as well. Count on Me is not a Christian song, but it has a great message. I hope and pray that my kids can always count on each other. The song is a great reminder that no matter what is happening, life is easier with someone to help you along. And God has blessed me so that I don't have to go through trials and do chores all by myself. I have a great support system through my husband, kiddos, and extended family. He didn't just plop me here and tell me to get it all done alone. He also is with me every step of the way. I never have to worry about him leaving me. Does all of this learning mean I'll never have a bad attitude or grumble again? I'd love to say yes, but I know the answer is no. I'm human. I fall short so many times. I have bad days and days that I feel bad. My frustration levels rise, my patience shortens, and I get grumbly. But I'll keep trying and asking God for his help through all of it. And I think turning to him is the greatest lesson of all for me to learn. Thanks.